After being discovered skulking inside a hardware store in a town in India, video footage of a bizarre, cat-like creature was widely disseminated online. The mystery creature, which officials suspect emerged from the woodland, has been compared to Stranger Things' famous Demogorgon. Suspicion grew online and in the neighborhood that it could be a monster from another world. In this video, we will look at the 5 most mysterious creatures ever discovered. Welcome back to Discovery Scene. One, the Triassic's mystery creature. Dinosaurs are our emissaries from the distant past. The Triassic period is an excellent illustration of this. This period, known as the dawn of the dinosaurs, lasted around 250 to 200 million years ago, and was the first chapter in the 3-part Mesozoic epic, even though dinosaurs had just a minor role in the Triassic drama. Sure, the first dinosaurs appeared around 235 million years ago, but they were small and environmentally marginal creatures for most of that time. The genuine monarchs of the Triassic planet were odd creatures, many of which were more closely related to crocodiles. We are just now beginning to know the diverse species that dinosaurs have overshadowed. The Triassic menagerie is considerably stranger than previous generations of paleontologists anticipated, and it will only become stranger. Think about Craterochirodon. People need to understand Craterochirodon. The nature of this animal is completely unknown, joining the ranks of fossil problematica creatures such as the truly monster. However, the 2 fossil teeth that characterize this species indicate that something strange was stirring around the late Triassic of Arizona. Randall Ermis and William Parker, the paleontologists who discovered Craterochirodon in 2005, followed the fossil track as far as they could. The cupped hand-tooth tail began in 1946. That year, geologist G.E. Hazen discovered a unique tooth from Arizona's Triassic Chinle Formation and gave it to a paleontologist, Edwin Colbert. It was unlike any other fossil, with a curled, shell-like shape. That was the end of the story until 1984, when Lynette Gillette discovered a matching tooth in petrified Forest National Park. This piqued Colbert's curiosity again, albeit he couldn't reliably allocate the teeth to any known group. He was still researching them when he died in 2001. Paleontologists Robert Long and Philip Murray have a hypothesis about who those teeth belonged to in the past. They hypothesized in a 1995 publication that the odd teeth were those of a herbivorous proto-mammal known as the traversodonts. That's why these creatures played an essential role in Walking with Dinosaurs' Petrified Forest episode. However, in their fossil investigation, Ermis and Parker found no explicit support for this theory. Hazen's initial discovery is now known only as a cast, with the original missing, leaving Gillette's discovery as the only existing specimen. They narrowed Craterochirodon Colbert's identification to Amniota, the primary group that includes mammals, reptiles, and their close relatives. Craterochirodon is so strange, according to Ermis and Parker, that it's impossible to fathom how the unique teeth fit into the animal's mouth. The fossils are clearly teeth, enamel, dentine, a root, and other characteristics that support this. But that certainly doesn't extend much farther. The teeth are not like those of a lungfish, bony fish, or amphibian. While the teeth of Craterochirodon resemble those of some cynodonts, Ermis and Parker wrote that the similarities are superficial and may be due to convergence rather than family relationships. The designation of these teeth as a novel and unique taxon is a reminder of how little is still known about the fauna of the late Triassic period. Ermis and Parker concluded. That's an understatement of how aggravating the lack of more material has been. Craterochirodon had to have been a considerable animal based on the size of its teeth. This was not a small, delicate species that would be difficult to fossilize. This was an animal with the same potential for fossilization as phytosaurs, adasaurs, dinosaurs, and other large-bodied fauna of Arizona's late Triassic. So, where exactly is it? As they ventured into the Painted Desert, the specialists who examined the petrified forest constantly asked themselves that question. The key to Craterochirodon is waiting somewhere out there. 2. The Flathead Lake Monster. You must be lucky to catch a glimpse of the Flathead Lake Monster, affectionately known as Flossie. There have been 79 reports of large-sized objects since the first sighting in 1889. People reported a gigantic eel-like creature growing 20 to 40 feet long. It's spherical, brown to blue-black in color, with steel-black eyes and undulating hips. Others have described it as a big fish of 6 to 10 feet in length. Every year, there are 1 or 2 reports of sightings. Lainey Hansel, a Flathead Lakers board member and retired fisheries biologist, and Paul Fugelberg, a longtime monster sightings historian and former editor of the Flathead Courier, compiled a list of 13 unusual sightings in 1993, by far the most of any year. On the other hand, Lainey requests that you refer to it as a creature rather than a monster. Reports have been submitted by first-time tourists, long-term lake inhabitants, and drinkers and non-drinkers. Mothers, doctors, lawyers, biologists, engineers, fishers, and cops have described the monster in detail. Keep your eyes peeled and be cautious when traveling around Skidoo Bay, Polson Bay, the Narrows, and the West Coast Road. You never know when you might run across Flossie. Are you guys afraid of these mysterious creatures? If so, do subscribe to the channel. Please like and share for more mysterious videos. Also, press the bell icon so that you are notified when new mysterious findings happen. 3. Linnaeus longissimus. The bootlace worm belongs to the phylum Nemertea, which also includes ribbon worms. It is one of the world's longest animals, with specimens reaching 30 meters or 98 feet in length. They can grow as long as 90 meters or 200 feet, making them the world's longest animals. They are typically only 5 to 10 millimeters or 0.2 to 0.39 inches wide. Brown body with lighter longitudinal stripes is the most frequent nematarian found around British beaches. When handled, it contains copious amounts of thick mucus with a slightly unpleasant odor. A specimen washed upon the shore in the aftermath of a significant storm at St. Andrews, Scotland, in 1864, and had a length of more than 55 meters or 180 feet, making it longer than the longest known lion's mane jellyfish, which is commonly thought to be the world's longest records. 4. The hairy sea monster. A weird sea monster discovered on a Russian beach has everyone perplexed. According to the Siberian Times, the foul-smelling hairy sea creature washed ashore on the Bering Sea shore on the Pacific side of the Kamchatka Peninsula. The giant is believed to be 3 times the size of a man, with no discernible head or eyes. It has tubular white and gray hair, according to Svetlana Dyadnenko, the woman who discovered the beast and recorded it on camera. According to Gizmodo, the creature's tubular hair is hollow and colorless, comparable to that of polar bears. The beast also looks to have a long tail or a tentacle. Sergei Kornov, a marine researcher in Kamchatka, agrees, telling the Siberian Times that the creature resembles a whale. This strange creature is the latest in many weird critters discovered on beaches worldwide. 5. The chupacabra. The chupacabra, or chupacabras, meaning goat sucker from Spanish, chupa to suck, and cabras, goat, is a legendary creature in portions of America. With the first supposed sightings reported in Puerto Rico in 1995, the animal's name derives from its reputed vampirism. The chupacabra is claimed to attack and consume the blood of livestock, notably goats. The creature's physical description varies. Some describe it as reptilian and alien-like in Puerto Rico and Latin America, while others describe it as a heavy creature the size of a small bear, with a row of spines running from the neck to the base of the tail. According to biologists and wildlife management officials, the chupacabra is an urban myth. That concludes today's video. Comment your thoughts down below. As always, subscribe and hit the bell. And thanks for watching Discovery Scene. We'll see you next time. Here are some amazing videos that we think you'll enjoy. Simply click on the left or right video to watch it. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye.